pass that on this end. You just show us this kind of stuff. You sit right in front if you want to. Sit right there. Sit. Here you go. Come here. I'll put it here. We'll put it up here, right in the middle.
We have the South Oldham Dragons, head coach Stephen Simpson, student athletes Jake Fithian, Julian Miles, and Colton Watchell. Coach, comments?
What a great season this was for South Oldham. Today's game is not going to take anything away on how I feel about these guys. We didn't have legs today. Sometimes that happens, and when it does, you know, we haven't made a post-entry pass in 2 decades. So that's just how we play, and so it is. We just kept saying in all our timeouts, man, all we need is one South Oldham run. All right, one South Oldham run, and it just never materialized. But it wasn't from a lack of effort. It wasn't for a lack of preparation. These guys love basketball. They love each other, and I just feel fortunate and blessed by God to have been able to be associated with these guys. Julian started varsity as a freshman, and so this week Jake went over 1,000 points at yesterday's game. So we've been blessed on this team. There's 3,000 points at this table, and a guy that broke a record for 10 threes in a game. So this was disappointing today, but the 31 memories of the victory and playing on Saturday will be what we remember going forward.
Right here in the front.
Steve, you think it was more your legs than anything they did defensively?
I think they're a very good defensive team. They defended the three-point line very well, and they're also good when we try to penetrate. So again, I won't take anything away. Bowling Green is a really good team. They have a really good defense. I do think that when you're a shooting team, you have to have legs, and part of that was how they pressured us. So no, I don't want to take anything away from them, but I do think that in a tournament like this, I do think your legs can get tired, and that's not a complaint. That's how we play. So, but no, they're a very formidable team, and they're going to give anybody they play a good game.
Up front again.
For any of the players you want to speak to that, I mean, did it feel different out there just having gone through 2 games the last 2 days versus maybe when you feel fresh? Did you all feel that?
Yeah, I guess you could say that because it's just hard playing back-to-back like that. I mean, it's going to be hard, even if we won, it'd be hard playing that championship game. But I feel like we gave it our best shot there at the end, and we just couldn't come back.
Jake.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, yes, it is hard playing back-to-back games for 3 days in a row, and obviously the championship was going to be hard too. But I mean, we just had to grind it out, and Bowling Green's a good team, and they took advantage of us being tired. So
I agree on both what Jake and Julian said. It's hard going back-to-back, but I mean, we gave it our all and tried to do our best and everything.
Right here.
I know, early in the game, I know Julian, I think, forced 2 fouls on the game. They were pulling and tugging a lot throughout the game. And, how did their physicality kind of change up what y'all were, hoping to do offensively, and how that kind of, impact the game there as well?
I'm going to answer this very, very carefully. They are a very physical team and play within the rules. It's hard to sometimes if you're a team that cuts a lot, and if your progress is getting impeded, I'm not saying it did, but let's say that it did, then that's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to run your stuff. So, but we're a physical team too. We kept telling them in the timeout saying we can pick that up. So I just think they're a very athletic team, they're a very disciplined team. They run their stuff very well. So it wasn't the physicality that they were doing, but we just maybe didn't match it as much as we wanted to, and I think sometimes we lose they can be a very physical bunch, and sometimes I think that gets lost in translation a little bit.
Right here.
Colton, as a player coming back next year, How do you plan to build on the success, not only individually, especially in yesterday's performance, but also finishing in the Final Four?
Definitely. I think we'll come back stronger. I mean, these guys have left something that not many teams can do, and it'll be really, really hard getting back here. But I bet with our coach and everything, we have a strong team coming in, so I think we have a good chance.
Right here.
Steve, just kind of like bigger picture. I know you've been playing this style of ball for a long time, but I think getting on the stage here kind of showcases it to people who maybe don't pay attention as much to what's going on in the region. How does this translate, you know, like if somebody's like teams that might want to say, you know, how difficult is it, I guess, to kind of build this kind of team?
We went to this system in 2008, and because we couldn't beat Gary Force running the offense we were running. So we went to this offense, and we made it to the regional championship in 2010. Shelby County had 3 Division I guys, and they won it. And we've played it this way ever since. A lot of coaches will call me and they'll say, "Hey, can I come over and talk to you about shooting?" And so many, I've got a list, and bullet 4 is anybody can shoot it anytime they want to. And most of them put their pen down, and that's kind of the end of the little thing, because you have to give up a little control. And like one guy said, "Well, why didn't you make it be a little more patient?" Well, we play the way we play. It's hard to do that. So in 2000, I know it's a long answer, but in 2016, Anderson County beat us 38 points in the regular season. Couldn't make a shot. All the dads were going. And so I said, "Look, we don't have a plan B. There's plan A. If we're going to win, it's got to be that way." And we played Anderson in the regional championship that game that year and won by 38 because we made shots that night. So there are nights that, and when it goes bad, it looks bad. But like the first 2 games, I mean, when you're on it, then it looks really good. And I believe in it, the kids believe in it, and it's just a fun way to play.
Any final questions? Right here. Last question.
You know, for Jake and Julian, I know both of y'all are seniors, and you know, how do you kind of, you know, your high school basketball career, you know, ended today, but you know, how do you kind of, you know, look back on it and remember it fondly? I know Julian is the all-time leading scorer in school history. I know Jake, you know, has 1,000 points, and you know, how do you kind of want to remember, you know, your time at South Oldham and you know, playing basketball there too?
I'm just so grateful for everyone that's been around us while we've been playing. I'm grateful that this last year that we got this team built together through all the pain, all the suffering, through our 7 a.m. liftings with one of our assistant coaches. I'm just so glad that it worked out and we're here playing on a Saturday. I'm glad that my last game was in Rupp Arena.
Last year when we lost the regional tournament first round, I told the guys we were gonna come back and be stronger, and through all the 7 a.m. lifts and workouts in the morning with these guys, I wouldn't trade it for anything, and we did more than get back for what happened last year, and I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else.
Okay, on that note, we'll end it. Hey, Coach Simpson, congratulations to you and the South Oldham Dragons on a great year.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
guys.
Thank you.
Here's your trophy back. Good job, bro. Good watching you guys, y'all. Good job, man.